just waiting for our guests. Hello.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're just waiting for Chaz.
Okay.
And I wanted to not be late today, because I was last time. So I just went ahead and got on so I wouldn't lose our 7 o'clock spot.
Gotcha.
Yep. Is that him? No, not. Hi everybody. You know what? I'm turning my light on so we can see me. There we go. That's a little better. I'm excited about this one. It's gonna be loads of fun. Yeah, me and this camera are not necessarily the best of friends. Hot on my nose. Well, anyway, so I see there are two people looking on. I don't care. A true confession. So I managed to do my hair in a timely fashion and my face, but still had no idea what I was gonna wear. Like I was like, I can't go on there naked. Like I gotta figure something out.
Right.
So I ended up, I'm like, okay, what can I do that's real quick, fast, and in a hurry? So I grabbed this wonderful scarf. You can see it's a very long, gigantic scarf, and I made a shirt.
That's cute. I would have never thought that was a skirt.
I sure did. I'm like, well, I gotta put something on my body.
It's very cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So hold on, I let my husband know I'm in a live, so he can't be yelling at the kids. Hold on, one second. I'm on live. I'm on live. Everyone. Anyway, cause like life still happens here on the home front.
Of course. Absolutely.
But even though I have given reminders that hey, yeah, I have a live at 7. Doesn't matter. If the kids don't come fast enough, somebody's getting yelled at.
Oh.
You want to take the puppy out of here? Not even happening. I'm gonna check with. Quickly get him out because if he messes with my equipment, we're gonna have a problem. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, close the door. You know it doesn't lock good. I can't even lock my office door. All right, I'm gonna call him. Hey, I'm just glad it's not me that's running late. All right, not me. I'm
Me
on
too.
time. I'm proud of me. Let's see. I'm gonna call him and see what. I'm gonna probably startle him. I'm calling Chaz. Listen, everybody be patient. You know he's out in LA doing things. I'm calling him up. Hello. Hi. I can. This is just now. Look, this is not the StreamYard. I just called to see if you were okay getting on okay with that link. I'm gonna click on it right now. Okay, I'm hanging up. All right, bye. Okay, all right. He's gonna click on it right now. I hope he can get in. But you got in with no problem.
Yep.
I feel crazy. See, the thing is with these lives, they trick you, right? Because I see you, but I don't see anybody else. I mean, I see me, and I know you're there. Oh, no, I know people are looking, but I'm still gonna do this anyway.
I understand.
Cause it's just to be sweating, and I think I'm going through some changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is not delightful, not at all.
um, I just want to check the comments.
Whew.
Let me see if
I
one
just carry this
comment.
around with me everywhere. There he is. There he is. Okay, add to the stream.
Hi, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I can tell there's a delay, so sorry about that. I'm not in the ideal place I wanted to be, so my apologies.
Oh, that's okay. As long as we can see you, we can hear you. Okay. And I was just explaining that you busy.
Yeah.
You've got things to do. So I'm going to introduce everybody.
No, it was like
So
no, on my way,
with
and then accidents happen here every day, so they take forever. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna make it home time, so I'm gonna just
oh
pull over and hope
yeah.
that the work.
So you're in that LA
But I
traffic.
think we're okay. It's okay. It's awful.
No, you're fine. I can hear you. You're. This is perfect. Okay. So everyone, I have Chaz Rodgers with us. He is, and
Hi
stop me if
everyone.
I'm wrong. Chasman, nickname Chaz. Chasman Rodgers, and he's a comedian. He also is an actor, and he's also a writer for television. Produces television shows and director. Did I leave anything out?
I think it's a lot of work, and I don't want
A lot more.
directing. That's probably the hardest thing I've seen.
We are breaking up a little bit.
Is it bad?
Kinda. Mhm.
Okay.
A little bit.
Trying to look around. No, it's just, I don't practice.
All right. Let's see what's happening. Can 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 you hear me? Okay. We lost Alana. I was just about to introduce Alana. Alana was joining us to help us with the chats. She might get back on. Chaz. No, you're breaking up. That's okay. Device not connected. How can I add Alana back in? All right. I'm the only one that's live at the moment. Chaz is gonna probably try to call us back. I think Alana's trying to get back in too. There we go.
Hello.
Oh, there. Okay. I was so focused on what in the world. So we have Alana with us too. She's helping us, making sure we don't miss anybody. There you are. So we're having some technical difficulties with Chasman Rodgers. See, everybody ought to get the same hookup I have. It never fails. Everybody can always hear me good. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear
Yes.
me? Yes. Can you hear me? See? Everybody can hear me. And everybody can see me. There he is. Okay. What am I put it back? It said device not connected. It did this with you too, Alana, for a minute. It wouldn't even let me connect you. Chaz, it says that you will need to connect your mic before I can even hit add. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I'm hot. I see, and my nerves. My nerves. I can't wait to get into it. So, he's out there in that LA stuff. See, I live in a fairly small town. It takes 15 minutes to get from like point A, point B for the most part. There's a plus to that. Now it's just spinning and spinning, Chaz. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, we're going to try this. I think Chaz is in a spot maybe not the best connection. Hello?
Is this better?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. We might be onto something. Now I feel like
No, no deal.
I better throw you all the questions before we get disconnected or something crazy happens.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So look, Chaz. Now I knew you when you were a kid, and because I love your mom, and I would just every now and then randomly, drop by and see her. And you were a funny kid. But how did you go from being a funny kid to like you're a comedian and all these other wonderful titles you have now?
I didn't really want to work a real job,
Ah.
so I just thought that like, take my friends and family life. Can I just do this for money?
Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause the funny thing is, you sound like me because I have people who will ask me random things like, so like, what do you do for money? Do you work? And my answer is always, I do everything to not work for somebody else.
Right.
Like like I do things to not. So I get that. But
Right.
you took it like to a whole nother level though.
Yeah, I just wanted team and know how else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Google. It said go do stand up. Like I just how to be a comedian once, and it was like go to. And once I did it for the first time, so I didn't want to stop doing. And then it leads into acting, and it leads you.
Into writing and things. Now you're breaking up again, but because I have bad hearing, I can read lips kinda.
Okay.
I do. And I don't know why I didn't wear my hearing aids. But so it just kind of you fell into it because one thing kind of leads to another. So going from Michigan to LA is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like how did you so when you told your family, "Hey, I'm moving to LA," like how was that talk?
It wasn't much of a talk to it. And I think I was 20. So I don't know. I figured I could do it. I didn't really get. I didn't have any money. I was $dollars, and I had a van, and that was my.
I
I
mean,
was
you
like,
know what? But that when it's something you want so badly, you do any means necessary. You're like,
it will work out. I said as long as I work hard, it'll work out. That was as far as I thought it out.
wow. So, what was it like? Did you do your first stand up in LA, or did you start your stand up before you went to LA?
Yeah, I started in Atlanta, called Comedy Connection. They're gone,
I remember that place.
but
Mm-hmm.
I did it for a couple years, and Chicago, and I met D. Ray Davis. He told me to go to LA. As far as I thought it out. After that, I was like, do it. Guitar, and that didn't work quite like, but blessed for the journey.
Oh, okay, we're breaking up. All right, you, and then on a whim, so because someone gave you some great advice, you should go to LA. You went to LA. You had to work for money in order to survive.
Yeah, I had a lot of jobs.
What kind of jobs? Just curious.
I worked at UPS for a few years. I was a supervisor there. And then I worked. I loaded a company. That was actually the best job I had. Tips and people I worked with were blessings. So it was like that was a game changer. That's when I was able to focus and be.
Now, so now you said everything else kind of happened because of how did you get into writing though? That's like some people just go. Some people just want to start writing for. But how did you get into that?
Well, like any job you get, it takes a good amount of luck, also along with. So you just kind of got to be everything. And this writing class at UCLA. Are you getting any of this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, it's a little choppy, but it's better than it was.
Okay. So I took this writing class at UCLA. And there was this library in LA called the Writers Guild Library, and I sit there and read script. Here's the luck part. My best friend since like third grade, LA, working for this guy Evans, who did me watch Love Girl, Family Time, Jamie Foxx's I'm in on Netflix. It was called he's done like all these things. He wrote what was the movie? Hold on. Why am I blanking? A thin line between. So he's super accomplished, and then brought me, and then I've been there since. I just worked with. That's about five, 6. And I just stayed. I just worked my way writing. I just try to be the first one in the classroom and to actually listen to what be like, and then apply. Try to add the lesson.
Hold on, Chaz. I'm not sure what's happening, but it wasn't as clear as yesterday. Like we keep.
I'm sorry.
losing you.
You said it's not as clear.
I mean, like we can't hear you very good.
You can't hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it like chops up every other word.
Maybe if I talk like this.
I was teasing. I was saying, everybody ought to have my setup. You have a setup, but you didn't. But you were out and about.
I have a setup, but like I said, I didn't know if I was on the freeway and I just right. Because I drive somewhere.
Huh?
I said like I could try to drive somewhere, but I didn't want to hold up. You got.
Well, can you drive and talk, or it'll throw you off? Because it is LA. We don't want you crashing.
Yeah.
You can?
I can drive and talk.
That would be so awesome, because I cannot miss this. Because I'm curious. I need to know some things. Like, I need to know.
Hold on.
Oh, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What do you dig the best? Or is like comedy, like being on stage, the best? Like, what out of all the things that you do, is your most favorite capacity?
Stand up. It's no feeling like the energy you get is crazy. I haven't felt that again. So stand up is easily. Writing pays me more. So
Yeah.
producing pays me more often. So that's why I've been putting my energy in.
So, like, when you become a writer, like, the next progressive step is that then directing or producing, and what makes that happen is because, man, he wrote so good for this show that we now need him to direct it. Is that kind of how it goes?
If you want to direct, you can direct. I don't want to direct. So producing and creating is like the next level. Like, become a producer, show create, and then you just work. I mean, you just keep. You can do movies, but writing, creating. Okay, I'm gonna try to move.
It's already sounding a whole lot better. I'm not sure what's happening, but
is it?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm out in the amongst the right.
Ooh, look at the palm tree. Oh my goodness, look at that.
They're everywhere. Hold on, what? So unprofessional.
You okay?
I'm gonna drop
Okay.
All right, so I'm leaving some people behind. Okay. Take
So
a
do you?
journey with me, good people. Go.
I'm bearing with you. I'm with you. I
All
am with you.
right.
You're.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Can you hear me? Yeah, kinda. You froze for a minute. Your whole body froze.
Okay. I'm back. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna drive into a more,
Okay.
hopefully a more populated area,
Okay.
and maybe there's more cell phone receptor.
Yeah. See, I'm always
Okay.
afraid to try to do
Did I
something.
answer?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, do you ever? So now, so you're writing for shows that people have already brought you to write for, or now are you at the point where you will think about what kind of shows you want to write? And if you do, then who do you take it to?
So yes and no. I
Mm-hmm.
still get shows that people want to produce or they want to create. Um, doing one on my own. I've written stuff, but it's a big process to TV.
Mm.
So until you're like Kenny Bears, people know Rhymes, people know it's easier to get a show on. It's hard for me. I have to have a pack. The producer, the actor, the big production company. I got to do a lot more on. So yes and no. I like people bring me their idea, and they'll be like, "Hey man, I got this idea about space," and then I'm like, "Okay," and then we figure it out.
You're like, okay, I can work with that. Something to build on.
Yeah, I like it's like a puzzle, and then some people are like, they have an idea, and you just talk about it, about story, talk about character, you talk about who are these people in the world, and so that's a cool thing. I love being able to help people figure out that. Oh, that's the show. I like that.
Yeah. It's so funny is, do you ever find yourself like, because especially you're a comedian, but do you ever find yourself in a situation like, dang, I need to write that down. Like, that's a whole storyline. Does it ever happen?
Well, sometimes you write like a joke to somebody, and I'm like, that for me. So that happens.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, yeah, like storylines, and then a lot of my life and the people stuff, and I'm like, I should hate that. That's something I wanted.
That's funny. Well, you know what's so funny? Jokey joke. Is my mom watching? But like, I found, when I'm talking to my girlfriends about, and the stories have gotten a little dry now because I'm almost 50, so they're not as exciting as they used to be. But like, the 20-year-old stories and the 30-year-old stories, we would have conversations, and one of my girlfriends would say to me, "Girl, you ought to write that down." I mean,
Absolutely.
it's crazy, and we've lived through it. It's like, wow, but you are the type of person that are, because of what you do, you're creative enough to actually make it a story. Like if someone brings you an idea, like, okay, I think maybe, but not everybody is that. It's not what everyone can do or even should do. To be honest,
I don't think it's hard. Well, I think the hard part is not giving up because I think everybody it's not everybody has consistent, you know, work ethic, finish it. And that's the hardest part, just finishing tasks.
So someone watching is giving us a suggestion for you. They said, this is Vorneo. Hi, Vorneo. Thanks for watching. They said to have you turn down his phone or radio. What? We don't have an echo though.
It's not. It's a lot of echo.
Yeah, it's not really an echo. It's just going in and out.
Because you're on my phone, not the radio.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I'm somewhere more populated.
But it's getting better. I don't know what's happening, but this is a good thing.
I'm just driving.
What? So you know what? Because people get started on their dreams, because sometimes they seem so big, they feel like you cannot conquer it, or you think, what the heck did I get myself into? What?
Yeah.
And how did you fight that thought?
You know what? I fun. That's the goal. That was the whole reason I started to get paid to have fun. And it's not always fun. It's a lot of work. When it's not fun, I do. So if it's fun,
We missed everything you just said.
What's happening?
You said if it's fun, and then you went like this.
Somebody's calling me right now. I had no. So like, yeah, if it's fun, I just like there's no problem. So it never felt overwhelming as long as we're having a good time. I mean, things get exciting. You're like, oh man, we're doing this, doing that, and you just have to be better, I guess.
Now, have you ever found yourself? Because I was checking out some of the because like I said before, I am guilty of stalking my people I like or care about. And so I'm like, oh, who is that? That's somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I was impressed by the company in which you were. Have you ever been like intimidated? Because I'm like, I will be a fan. Like, do you know how to how to be chill?
I know how.
Yeah.
There was one person I didn't go talk to. Tony Braxton. I didn't have the courage to go talk to. I didn't have the. That was a big one. I still regret it. I regret not going over to her and being like, "Hi, my name is Chaz." Like, I should have did it.
Yeah.
Hid in the corner. So she was a big one, and there's some people you don't have a choice. Like I got to work with MC Light. She was very like.
That's what it was. MC Light. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
She's a legend.
She's a legend. She's not in hip hop. You know, I'm still at a loss for words sometimes. I'm like, I got to hang out with her and kick it, and we talk. You know, like regularly talk. So, you know, she got to be like use her as a mentor and she's about her business.
Yeah.
She's loving she's business, and then learning. You go like, oh, well, this is why she's been successful for so long. And then you know there's other people like because there's people you grew up with like Kel Mitchell from King Kel was big. That was crazy to get a chance to work, talk with him. I'm with his daughter's birthday party. So you know I'm like, oh man, I'm hanging out with King Kel. My daughter's hanging out. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, like things like that are just unbelievable, too cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's great. How's it looking?
It's sounding better. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Uh-huh. But the cool thing about you is that and you are living out your dream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're getting paid to do it, Chaz.
I do.
So, but that is, I just have to just honor you and that you figure this out before, it was too late. Not that it's ever too late. They say it's never too late. They say it's never. I tell it to myself. It's never too late. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But this is big that you were able to do.
Oh no. What happened? Am I still on?
Yes, you are still
What
on.
happened?
I have no idea.
It's not me?
No, not you this time.
Okay. I was like, I've been messing up the whole time.
Actually, you sound a lot better.
I'm
Is
trying.
everybody still there?
Yes.
I think I'm in.
I disappeared myself.
Now,
I
that's what,
disappeared
I
myself.
thought I did it.
No, I don't think it was you. That's why I need to keep my hands right here. I don't need to touch a mouse. I don't need. I don't need to do nothing. I'm just gonna just do this.
So I was like, Alana was.
Terrified. I'm like, I hope I can get back in.
Alana, the voice was okay.
She's so cool and calm. Thank you, Alana. I was panicking. I was like,
I was about to text you, like, hey, what's going on?
that was terrifying.
I thought I could count the whole thing.
You sound really good now, Chaz. Where'd you go? Oh, see? Am I jinxing it? I totally
No,
sounded
I
good.
think the StreamYard.
I disappeared myself.
The same thing kept happening to me. I don't know why.
Nobody's saying it. They're kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And you know what I can't tell really on this too, on StreamYard, because it's in 3 different places.
Oh. So I also have a message where it says some destinations I'm not able to get any comments.
Oh, I'm looking at your private chat just now.
Oh.
So you have an echo still?
Not with you, but when Chaz was in, I definitely heard an echo.
That's what Vernil was saying, I think, because see, I don't hear an echo. Oh, add to stream. There we go.
So I saw the little I chat. I hit the button, no echo, and I tried to tap. I lost the whole. I'm not touching anything.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm just gonna just do this.
Well, I'm not touching. You asked me a question before you disappeared. I don't remember all. But it was something of how great I was, and you were saying something.
I just wanted to I don't know how often you hear this, but I was basically getting in around and saying how proud I am as a Black woman just to see you, young man, do your thing. Like, just to see you're doing well out there. It's got to be a little scary, you know what I mean, to just, because I know where your family is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so to go all the way to LA and not really have a sure notion on, okay, how it's going to be. But then, for me, looking from the outside in, I'm like, he's doing his thing, and it's gotta make you feel like you're accomplishing things, right?
Yeah. Like you. Yeah. I don't want to say I'm harder, but I have very for myself, right? And I want to work hard. So it's hard for me. Like I'm a stuff because of course from where I started, 100%. I've accomplished something in my mind. I'm so far away from where I want to be that it's hard. Good job, buddy. Hey man, you ain't pat yourself on the back. Like we gotta get going. So yeah, you look back, go like, man, when I moved in 2006, $60. I had a van. Eventually got towed. So, and then I was home several times. I just didn't want to go back home, and I knew if I working and out of the goal that it would work. And then I had to grow up where Because I went to jail 3 days like paying parking, and then I was like 20. So I was like, hey man, yeah, you messed up. And what happens if you don't seriously? So it wasn't like ever the talent. It's a bunch of reasons why I want to be, and a lot of it maturity in one way or another, right? So for me, like little thing, I ignored. Man, like car insurance, whatever it was, rich, right? Like it was just like I'm gonna take all these shortcuts, but you can't play the long shortcuts, right? So I know long journey, and you have to fighting change. That's a little thing. Your bills on those little things that will pop on, and now you're. But it happens to a lot of friends in LA. A lot of us have been in our vehicles. A lot of us have been on couches. Like a ton of us, almost all of us, have slept on somebody who's a little more established. Especially like LA, so it's all the so but also circle your friends. They become your family while you're gone. And if you have a really circle of people who are dedicated to care about you, it makes every year because then they even start they go on jobs. So we're a lot of times who you're friends with, and as long as they are, they'll with them, and vice versa.
So what do you want to do next? Have you thought about? I know you've thought about it.
Yeah, I'm so like I'm one of those who and I'm probably like the unexpected. I like to go. Actually, this is probably bad. Corona first had a lockdown happened. Oh, it's gonna change the world, and I couldn't wait what comes out of it. Right, like outside of the, of course, lost people. I go like the start event that changed our world, and but then, like moving like I was in advance, gonna have this event that you can't write, can't make up, and I try not to much like I'm over work these things, but I'm like I'm so open to something coming left field, saying yes, I yes to everything. Like I don't turn a lot of stuff. So if somebody comes to me, hey man, got this go to Mars. I'm like, yeah, like I'm not you know, I wanted to go dang near because it just gives you the that you can either later or just chance to talk to people.
Yeah.
Even be that coming happened to me at the time. I got my stuff together. Used to do jokes about it, and it paid off for stories as you can tell. I was like, glad it happened. Like it turned out to be a good thing for.
Have you ever wanted to, like, something happened to you or a family member or anyone close to you that you thought was hilarious and you wanted to get up on stage and talk about it, and then you realized maybe I shouldn't, or like, I don't know if I had, and then how do you handle that? Just curious.
How do you handle it anyway? like,
Did
like
you
no
do
matter
it?
what, yeah.
Oh.
Like that's part of my wife. One day my daughter, she's getting older. I've been talking about my parents. If you know me, I circle, you're going to be talked about. Going to happen. I'm not about it. I just go like,
Oh, we lost it
Uh-oh.
again. I almost wanted to keep driving because it's starting to get. You know what? He probably could have been home by now.
Right.
Where it worked just fine at the house.
Right.
Uh,
We gonna get him back.
I hope he hurry and come back. Oh, I gotta tell him to connect. You gotta connect your mic so I can connect you. There we go.
sorry, somebody called. was the
that's
third.
okay.
It was the third time they called. Get out of here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Hope nobody's like not an emergency or anything.
They'll be fine.
Okay.
If they're calling me,
Oh.
but my phone. That's annoying. I didn't understand. Like you want to be, people want you.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop.
Well, don't you? Where's your assistant?
I know you got. Then I go like, it's worth it to have an assistant.
I think so. Look, listen. I'm just gonna look. I'm just. Look, you're the big man. You're the big dog. But I'm on the small end, and when I feel a little bit overwhelmed, I realize sometimes it's okay to get assistant because it makes your life flow.
Well, I usually have while we're in production, but that's the production pain, right? Then when I'm not in, I go like day to day. I'll just call them back. I call them back.
You said now. I can't wait to talk to you 5 years from now. You're gonna need somebody to answer your other phone.
You know what? So the Ben Evan, I talked about him. This dude never answered. I've seen him turn big famous people. I don't feel like talking to him. I'm like, hey dog, you gotta pick up that.
Yeah.
Seen him turn down, but he's always just like, yo, I get to have, right? He's like, I get to have my time. You can't involved. He's like, everybody being here because you'll never have you. And he's me, and I see how many phone calls I've been around him, and 20, way more than 20. Just from everybody trying to resource, from fan, that's just want to work. So I get and then it started happening, and I just saw that. I was like, yeah, you're so crazy. It's on somebody else's time.
Yeah.
You're on demand. Like phones are good because you're on somebody. You're on demand. I hate that. I was like, send me.
I'm glad you're in demand.
It's a good. Yeah, I hope that never falls wrong.
It's bittersweet though, right? Because you still need to have time to regroup.
Yeah, I mean, and you daughter, family, and people are like, yo, I got, I'm into it, and this business, when we like 2 years ago, got picked up. There's really no rush. These things take forever. I'm like, yeah, man. We'll get. It's gonna be a year away, so waste of time. I play with my daughter, right? But interview with my husband for a phone. Oh wait, wait. They'll be back.
Yeah. See, so what about? So you're one of those normal people that answer the phone because there are people out there that don't answer phone for various reasons. Like I don't know if you're a bill collector. Like I don't know, I need to answer this phone. You just don't know. But
it depends. Most any an answer period. I don't know your answer. And then usually winded, not answering. Send me a text.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like if it's depending on what day, I'll answer. But text because I don't like it. But I just people know that they're important. I want people to be important. I don't like they're not important, ignoring them, or if they call, can't answer back. So try to keep at the very least. But people will call you all.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
It's good. I guess times is great, and then you go like work you want it, but it you look at your your calendar like at 40 pro. Like, how am I gonna? How do I start?
Well, let's talk about your shows.
Okay.
So you work you write for Bounce Network, right?
Don't more. I think our we never got like a so. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. Pandemic happened. All back. So they went through like a.
That's jacked up. I mean, and you're not the only person I've been reading about. I mean, it's just like there was a show that was supposed to be, I don't know, but it's like the pandemic just messed up a lot of situations.
It happened a lot of situations. Entire movie, and some are looking to get back, but there's a lot of lost because things die and lose interest. So yeah, and then that network had a whole. I don't know who's in charge, but I worked on Family 5 years.
You're cutting out again. You're cutting out again.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
So good. Okay.
Let me see. I'm not sure where to. Let me see.
Let me. Cuts out again. I'll move again.
Okay. Full sentence. Okay.
Yeah. So we haven't talked to All Black. That's owned by AMC. All Black.
All Black channel.
Yeah.
I think okay.
So I've done two Millennial, which will come back with now, and MC Light I think comes out in.
Wait, what is MC Light on?
All Black. But it comes out no.
Okay.
So November will be airing show. Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. So
That is very exciting.
I know, right? Look, so when you are writing for shows, like, do you have to write for? You have to come up with the whole show, or do you come up with a few scripts at a time, like a few episodes at a time?
So we have like a and then like and we store around and after we the characters up and what kind of so like what's right, what are some interesting stories. Mm-hmm. So you take there's always this and there's this and just try to make enough that they that's pretty much like hey, mix people don't really get up friends or family and just let them create lives, right? And that's what we really shows is people bringing to this lives.
Yeah, you just need to go to somebody's barbecue, and I'm sure you get a whole lot of material for real.
Oh, yeah. That's you draw. In front. But whatever dumb thing I did, we'll put that in there. My brother, I'm like, I try to put in original. So like, that's crazy. Just try to find, and then something that to be resolved. So like, oh cool, make it worse. And then how do we make that? Here's a smart. Here's what this. Right. Wow. Have these flaws, or you just try like that. We know people. Situations is not.
Oh, we're cutting out again.
Oh, we're cutting out.
Yeah.
Let me try.
How far are you from? Are you very, very, very far away?
Yeah, I'm probably a good ways away.
Oh wow! See, that's LA stuff.
So I was down in LA. When there's no accident.
Yeah.
Get home, but I was like,
I don't think I could live in a place like. I dig being only able, not taking more than 15 minutes to get to a location, and sometimes I don't have to get on the highway.
No, that. And you
I
got to
think
plan your whole day. I got to plan my whole day around traffic. Like,
Oh no, I couldn't do it.
I leave now.
A little bit when I was working in Detroit. I may have lived there too. I was working at a radio station, and before I moved there, I commuted a little bit from my little townhouse in Lansing, and I caught a case of road rage to the point where I'm ashamed to, and also it was
Kill somebody?
no, but I followed them off the exit.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Ready for war?
That was one time I lost my mind in traffic. So I followed them off the exit, and I was in hindsight like something bad could have happened. And that was Detroit. Anything really could have happened, right? So another time I lost my mind, and I don't know if my daughter's still on here, Haley. But so a couple years ago, me, Haley, and the youngest, Adira, were in New York, and I was driving, and they were passengers, and there was this crazy So my daughter, I'm loading my daughter up. She's getting in the car. It was New York, okay. So Haley popped on. She's like, it was New York, and New York made me crazy. So I'm picking up my daughter from this corner, and there's a car behind me it felt like they were trying to run me over, and I'm like, idiot! You see this person getting in, right? So they're in, and now we're turning a corner, and they're riding me like they're gonna ride up on me, and I really don't know what happened. I did lose my mind. So I opened up my car door, I got out of the car, and I proceeded to, you know what I mean? I lost my mind.
Yeah, you
and
did.
So I got back in the car, and Haley and Adira, and Haley is the sweetest soul. Okay, she's so, and then Adira is just like, they're both looking at me like, and all I can say is, don't ever in your life do that. In your life, don't you ever do that. I mean, I don't know what happened. I lost, and I'm really not that kind of girl, but now you won't believe me. I'm really not that kind of girl, I swear, but I don't know, like, people's rudeness, and like, that's why I know I couldn't live in a city like that. I'd be out the car, I'd be in jail, I might get dead or something.
You gotta build. You know how like when you and it's a place of comfort, right? Like you gotta have the same thing. You gotta have whatever it is, whatever you do in the car, because it'll drag, and people don't.
I could. Now I could, like, but if I'm just sitting and there's no, I'm not one of these people that want to hurry people along. That's not me.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you see I have a car in front of me and I cannot physically move, I'm gonna need you to lay off your horn, or else I'm hopping out the car.
Oh, most definitely. I had the same issues in Atlanta.
And they be the sweetest people, right, Alana?
Yeah. Like for a second, but like I don't. People died. I'm not trying to do all that. Someone come out the car.
I know.
Haley says,
huh?
I probably haven't seen it. And
what? You got cut off.
I said I probably Haley says she.
You haven't seen. Haley is a grown adult.
Crazy.
She's a whole. Listen, because she just recently had a birthday, and I was like in denial. So like I kept saying to her, "You're gonna be 27, right? Right?" She's like, "No, like 28." I'm like, "Dang it, because that means I'm older." Yeah, she's a whole adult, and she's doing good.
Right.
So proud of her.
She was always great. Oh.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She's way better of a person than I am. She is, and smarter, and wiser.
Hopping out, grip walking around people's cars. Ready to set it.
I don't think that's gonna happen again. I mean, I said that in Detroit too. And then 20 years later, then look, I don't know.
It's like, what you wanted?
I can't believe I did that. I'm still amazed and shocked that I did that because, like,
That's hilarious. It's always a great story.
Wow. Well, all right. What time is it? Oh,
Have I,
it's already.
have I
It's
answered?
already.
Have I done good?
You did wonderful. Before we go, tell me about your podcast real quick.
About my what?
Your podcast.
Oh, okay. So my podcast is called Human Society. Um, you can go to I think Laugh at Chat, find me, and I told you guys jail for 3 days, and like uh, I don't want to because of me, right? I don't the reason I don't make it, you know.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not talented, not mature. Hey, it can be because like any reason me. I can't be the reason. And so I went on the like a lot of stuff like getting like any time management thing that was like help. Like I'm because I have bad, right. I have a bad habits. I couldn't figure out doing this cycle things, take things. Just a bunch of like kept me. Every time I wouldn't follow through. I wouldn't show up or call somebody back. You know, it was the little things.
Hold on, my puppy just came in. Just a second.
What's up, pup?
My puppy just came in and unplugged my mic. Okay, thanks, baby. Okay, he's gone now.
Pup was like, I got to forget this. Yeah, so it was things that I was not doing, and I realized all that in 3 days. You got a lot of time, right? I was like, yo, here, and also in that moment, fix it. And I was like, I can't get excuses, but like Monday times and excuses that why reach your goal. I'm gonna take all your, and I had just worked out. I worked like a year. I just worked, saved a bunch of money, and then I quit. And then I was like, well, now you have money. So what's the excuse? I was like, I don't. Now it's you're gonna do it or you period.
Yeah.
So you can either give it 100% your best, and if you can't give your best, and you can't, either you can. I'll be back home if I tried my right. I didn't want if I tried, but then you just have to get out. So see, like reading, and I read like it was like 200 books in a year. I was audiobook down to read, but I did all. And it just like read every day to have good habits, just good habits and practice use, so it's automatic, right? So like even with like you might just say, hey, 4 maybe I remember it 5, and I was like, I'm supposed to do something, right? Cycle. I didn't want to keep cycle. So see, my society ever felt like they wanted, but there's excuses, and we all know, right? Like whether it's our spouse, whether it's our kids, our job, us, drugs, whatever. There's something that a lot of us from being as great minds, and I hope society, I just on who do great things, who are comedian friends of, and that's mainly because who I know, but also a lot. Like you got a person to endure not eating for 50, right? Like, like everybody for 15 years, in the 15 years, and to have no success until like the last 5 years is. And so my buddy, who's a popular person like that, Tony was a dude. We were both living in a bedroom apart. now he had like 2 million subscribers. I think he's got 2 million on Instagram, and he sells out. And his a podcast channel called Daddy. So check out on the attorney.
I like that title.
Daddy Issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like seeing it in stand up. My growth in that career. So like, dude, like we both had nothing time of still building figures. Right? Neither one of us be. So if you watch society, you'll be who are like super dedicated, focused, learn how to get up and tell you about that. I want people to know like oh moment why you think you and how they over to get where they be, you know. So like I asked question, where do you see yourself in years? Tried your best stopping you from, and then I always ask you of advice road with by the, you know. So hopefully that motivational and stuff has really encouraged you. And it's just do it like I'm a bum went to jail. You can do it. You know, you just have to and then work toward. I want everybody that would that that's wake back to do it. You just gotta work. Or not work, and you say and you try your best, like it'll work. You know?
Yeah.
That's the whole society.
I like that though. I mean, and you know, I just said this to somebody recently. If you can imagine you can do it, then you can do it. You just have to put down the work behind it.
I always thought, yo, God would make visions in your head of you doing a lot being away, and instead of being, oh, that's not a. Well, why is it? Like there's seeing this, and now I see a path. So for me, it's not like where you want to see. Like I feel like I see exactly where I'm gonna be. I'll do everything, and the more about and make sure that you're ready to God wants you to have, right? Because why? I mean, like I said, they'll for parking tickets at $2 million money, you know, or you know, I just didn't. There is the maturity and being responsible. I wouldn't, right? So you know, if you're really, it'll come to you. You work for it, got it, right? And you go like, hey, sure, yeah, hey, you know, you got right, and yes, I see it. It can be the path. Path is different, right? And I think it's fine. Somebody did it. Do exactly what they did until your path, which probably won't get. But it's like these are people here now in front of you. Start a business, dude. Find some business. Ask them. People are so talk about stuff, right? Some people's gonna here, borrow some money, blah blah blah. Like the more people you add, perspectives of what you want to do, and eventually you just have to do.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many people with so much knowledge.
Yeah,
you just have to find the people.
And that's these I was like, oh, deal wisdom. It's like for thousands. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take everybody else's and see what I like and stuff, and it's okay. Wrong. It's okay. Fail. All that good. That's great. The more you try, you'll get it. Stop. See a failure. Stop. That's it. Right. So me, it was just stop, man. Just something different. It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah. Well, you just inspired me because, you know, as I hinted to yesterday, and then, you know, coming up in a traditional mindset with, you know, family members like, well, no, you need to do something that makes sense to us.
Right.
To you.
Right.
But, you know, like, yeah, what is this you trying to do? You need to do something that makes sense to us. What you mean you don't want to go to college?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Like, you need to go do something respectable. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? No, same place.
You know, it's the same. But then there are some parents that are kind of like, be free, do your thing. You know what I mean? But how I grew up, they wanted me to be successful, sure, but they were more afraid that if I were to fail, what would happen? Whereas I was a little bit crazy always in thinking, and this would just drive my parents crazy in my youth. But I would say, what's the worst that can happen? But I die. Meaning,
Right.
I said that on a regular basis, like literally from my teens until my forever. Like I still say it.
Yeah.
And my parents would be like, no, that's not the way to go. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I have to first experience it.
Right.
And I have to know for myself, this is the right thing or the wrong thing for me to do.
You know what?
But go ahead.
You're right. I figured that my parents grew up, right? So my mom, Project Complete, dad grew up with country poor, and right, like they're both one of with single parent.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have them, and so when I grew up, I both worked hard, so I everything I want, right, or everything, because we weren't rich. I never food, clothes, and I always just best way. I just work so hard, so I can go to college. I want to do that. Like you can be work. I don't have to just be an independent. I was like, but they station for me to do whatever. Right, like because at the I knew I could open back home in mom's couch. Right?
Yeah.
I'm down, right? Very least. So I just thought, like, yo, let me take advantage built for me, right? You guys did this, and for my daughter, she's only 2 now. Imagine what opportunity I do it if I keep doing. I go like anything be off limit, right? So and age, hope, right? Because me, I'm 35. I go like, man, earlier I'd be if I had on my church. My job now, like those lessons, I get immediately, like just start giving that, taking care of the maturity, and how to focus. Playing video games. I think life is great. Realize that, and I didn't do college. So there was no sit down, learn how to study. I just went right into the and that was just fun. It's like I'll be at the time. So I didn't really have responsibility. I had to pay rent for it. I gotta get a rent. But I think that, and if more people would say, I help and can't do that, or a person instead of like more people just put that same and just say, how can I help? Crazy, but
Yeah.
Right,
and then sometimes you have to go it without that thing, or you figure it out later. Like I'm kind of a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do the traditional thing, and it just didn't feel like it fit.
Right.
I just felt like I was a fraud. I was like, this is not right. This is too regular. Like, this doesn't even feel right.
You know what I found out is that I was like working a job, or these jobs. People, the jobs usually suck. It's people you work with makes a job suck. And I was like, yo, I just can't deal with people who aren't happy. People who aren't those. I was like, are happy, confident, right? Like people. There's like 3 life that of confidence, love, family, work. And if you're happy in areas, usually unhappy in one the other, right? So if you're happy in 3 areas, it's a hard balance. Those things that this is gonna happen, right? The ups and downs.
Right. Yeah.
Like if you're those 3 areas, a good fun thing, the smoke bother you, and I try to find like, hey, you're in a good relationship. Great, cool. You like your job? Cool. How's your family? Hang out.
Yeah.
If you're a happy person, was work. But also, I think where it comes from, a lot of people just work wise. It's hard to work at tired for years somewhere in the first place. That's fucking. So it's like, yo, somebody else will find it. It may not be me. That job will open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jobs are always somebody. I mean, leave that. Have a plan for tomorrow, but have a plan.
Yeah. Have a plan.
You want to do is life's too short.
But you know what? Even though I say that, all those things I did led me to where I am. Like I picked up some awesome tools, you know what I mean, and I figured out what I want to do, kind of what I don't want to do. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm always on the lookout for inspiration because it gives me fire. You know what I mean? It kind of like, so when I see it, it just like makes me more prone to like, okay, this is possible.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, and even though this is not like, this is what I'm doing is just for pure love right now. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I just feel like, like when I was, like you said, the three things, my job, like this is what I feel like. Okay, so the things that I do to bring in my income, this is not it, but the other stuff is like it brings me joy. No, I mean, like my other side hustles, they bring me joy. My family brings me joy. So far, so good.
Right.
And I guess that's what's important. And then I feel like I'm finally walking in my purpose.
Yeah.
That's
huge. That's the point. And there's a lot of people who never figure out their purpose. They want to do. They never do it. They might know. I have an idea. I just don't let people encourage they don't enough to do it. And I think that's what dreams and anything. People self-doubt way more ability. Because we'll kill an idea. Start. We'll kill an idea. All right, just like that.
Yeah.
Right. You have a great. That's dumb.
And that's too bad because it could be, you don't know what that could have taken that person.
I thought Amazon was the dumbest. Remember in Amazon, and I thought that was the boring thing. And I was like, why would you buy that boring company? I really thought that.
Did you?
You say like bookstore? That's great. Like he started off store. Like if you, hey man, I started a bookstore. I'd be like, all right, buddy, good for you. Like who knows? Face.
Right. Yeah.
I was just like, that's idea.
Mm-hmm.
But he merged a bit a bookstore.
Yeah.
Right. So they're on ideas. Just about dang idea of something. So yeah, man, just tell people just and have fun. Make sure it's fun. Not fun. Get out and not bad. Not fun.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Well, listen. So I know about you. I have your information for your iPod, and I have your social media links. So I'm gonna make sure when I do edit this, I'll try my best to edit this. See, I'm not the best of things. I'm gonna try my best to edit this. That I will put those in there for you because it's these kind of conversations that make people believe they can do it. The people that are like right on the fence. They have something in their heart and mind they want to do so badly, but had they maybe heard this message, then they might be like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna just step out on that ledge and just see what happens.
Yeah. And you see people really close, parents, spouses, whoever, tell you not to. And you gotta. People they see it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, that's pretty cool. All right. I like I do this. That's how these other helping, but But for you,
I actually really needed to hear that.
yeah.
See?
So
See?
I am a college student right now. But I'm kind of am struggling with what I want to do, and I feel like I'm too busy trying to please everybody else and my family, like my mother and whatever. And I'm not doing it for me. I'm
Yeah.
not happy.
No, that's the. I hear that all the, and it's different. Your parents are for you to live different, right? Like because and it's hard to be like, guys, I'm gonna do it right. I like that
Yeah.
when I was 20, so it was easy for me to be like, I can do what I want. I don't owe anybody, right? But
Right.
even with the parents, like, lay down a plan. My thing was hard to out adult my parents, and I was like, lay down a plan, lay it out. This reared timelines with thing, but they practical people. And somebody, I can see that. That means I can take 15, I might take you tomorrow,
Right.
but there's a difference and practical people than the dreamers. A dreamer, I don't and all that stuff. It is the practical people. They want to get on paper, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always try to adult my parents. I mean, I asked them. I brought up this whole dissertation of why they are fast, but it just meant something different to put things on paper. And yeah, I mean, you even if you got it's like your experience, or like don't doubt why you are someone. That stuff is great. Why you are. Make sure you're getting the whatever there, getting something out of it, make it unique out of it.
Right.
Don't have to, if you don't have to go be. It becomes a hey, you might have to might work a couple, whatever it is. Just keep your goal and make sure you out when it's time out. Don't stay. You have to. Yes, for 5 years because I just thought I had money and I wasn't. That's what I thought. I had bad hair. I was so stressed, unhappy, gained weight, so unhappy, and I felt it physically. I saw it physically, so unhappy. And then, hey, because I thought I was what I do because when you're having to rely on you, and they give you all that crap. That's the age. And I should have left it. I found a whole way better that paid me more money, less stress. And I was like, out there. Then that from there, I wanted to do. I was like, there's no point in there's a better situation.
Right.
Always.
So my daughter just put in there, and of course she has great advice because it's Haley. She says, write your dream down on paper.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I agree too.
I found a notebook. I was cleaning my office closet, and I had a notebook that I started when we were living in Belgium. It's a black, I mean, and that was like 2012. I started to write down things that I wanted to do, even if I thought it was a little bit outlandish. I started to write them down, and here we are. Some of those things I can check off. I'm like, and it's like I did not believe that would actually happen.
Right.
But because if it's in your face, you're more, you're like, okay, there's something, or even have someone like a mentor to hold you accountable. Seriously.
Right.
Because it takes that sometimes for humans to kind of like, okay, I got to make this real. Maybe I need a little extra encouragement, or if I see it in my face, that helps me.
And then I got this narrative bathroom. I don't have any, but I had the 3 things that I had to do that day to get closer to my goals. And I think like right stand up, and it was probably like giving like that, but it was just always like every day you got to your goal, whatever, right? And I just want day didn't go where I didn't write. Not spending. I don't spend hours at the desk writing. I might spend a day somewhere between 30 and 40 a day, every day.
Okay.
That's not a day. something.
Wow, that's a lot. For
Yeah,
a regular person.
yeah. I mean, like, try to do a
Yeah.
little. I can't do. Let me sit down and block the time off 2 hours. Like, but within a day, oh, I can come back, click, 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 go out, come back, click, click, and it's about like doing a little. I try to do a little, a lot. Right? So I try to just make it all the time, and it's always like, well, let me go put this down, but let me type. That's the easiest. Do it while you're recording or talking, driving or something like that. And then try to make sure that I'm being proactive in my career, right? Because I already everybody feels your people are behind, right? See some 10-year-old or something.
Well, we always put more pressure on ourselves because we're probably our worst critic. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
I think that, and it's unfair to do it to ourselves like that, but we do.
I was 30, like professional dude told me why. I felt really bad. Like, are you really young to get in the game? And that blew my mind. I was like, dude, my friends are 4. They were 20, 25 writing. And then the more you realize nothing, absolutely nothing, the less you put on yourself about your work ethic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finish. There's this great man, he told me that read every day, finish things. And finish things, biggest one. I go back, nothing finished. I'm like, so like that was like the biggest thing is like you're doing whatever project you do. We all have a open project, like fit, and especially for you gotta fit a project. Nobody wants to say this not done. Idea, man. I have any close done, right? So you just gotta.
They're not looking at you like, what you here for then?
People be like, yo, pretty cool. It's done. I see. Never see.
Mm-hmm.
That happens every day.
Wow.
Every day. I get ripped. All right.
I'm so excited I'm gonna keep watching you and all the stuff you do. And this is just like, I'm so glad I'm glad that I got over my reluctance to reach out. Cause I'm like, he could be too busy, or you know what I mean. But it's what it is me changing my mindset.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I mean. Like I have to, and I'm a work in progress. Like okay, but if I don't ask, then I won't know nothing. So
I hear that from most people. I hear most people get asked to do it, and I do it. Right.
Hey guys, someone says there is an echo on your end, Chaz.
I'm surprised echoes only back happening.
Michelle.
I can try to turn my volume down, but I don't know if it's gonna help or not.
Oh, unfortunately, there's an echo. Oh, an echo on his end. It's just you, Chaz.
Is it really bad?
I mean, I don't hear, but they can hear it evidently.
I'm sorry, people. I'm not good at this.
Well, I
and
can't wait
to
see
mic.
you.
I don't have my headset. Do I? I don't think I do. I think my headset. How long is your show? Am I running your show like way too long?
We're getting ready to close out in a minute. So
because you don't have to on my board. I just don't know like how long your show is. I don't want to also just be rambling on people trying to get.
We're gonna be done at 8.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is make sure that you guys keep a lookout for when I send out the playback. The playback will have all of Chaz's information on there. No, not your life, Chaz. Don't worry. But like his podcasts and like things about him that I find interesting, and I think you might find interesting too. So look out for that. Now give me a couple of days because again I'm not a techie, so it takes me a minute to work through this to kind of put it together. But it will be done, I promise you. And I'm just so glad that Alana and Chaz had time to join us today for the live.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
No.
So,
And thank you for putting data Wi-Fi crap. Sorry about the beginning. I felt like we made.
huh?
I said I felt like we made with all the hiccups.
I know. I almost want to do it again.
Same.
We can do it any.
You know what? Here's a thought. So the next time we have a podcast, not the next time, but I'm gonna check out your podcast and see what topics you're talking about.
Okay.
On your podcast, and we can have a conversation about that.
That's great.
I would love that. That sounds like a great idea.
I know, because I have great ideas. I'm just saying. I think that will be fun. And then now we know kind of what didn't work, and we'll try to do it differently.
Yeah. That I'm so far away. I'll just plan where that day.
Well, I know you have a bunch going on. One day, look, I want to be like that one day. Just not in LA. I'll catch a case.
It comes to thing for sure.
So, but thank you. You've been inspirational, Lana. You've been awesome. So, you guys, we're signing off. You guys can hang on. I'm going to hit the end broadcast. All right, you guys, we'll see you the next time. It'll be in a few Fridays. If I get more consistent, I could do it every Friday, but I'm not rolling like that yet. All right. So, signing off.
Bye.